When you're falling, I'll be there above all.
You've weekend at Bernie's me through the building.
So
Maybe you want to make that decision right now.
Yeah, in the elevator, it's like, are we
Actually,
actually
we get
bringing the
Bernie's.
blind guy with us? I mean, wouldn't he be kind of known by the people here? I'm saying this in character.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should leave him on a bench somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the cops are coming. They'll be able to help Hank a bit. Just leave him in the elevator. He'll go back down eventually. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be okay.
Alright.
Alright, so I guess I'll leave Hank's body and I'll go into Arsenal.
All right. So, Arsenal. I assume you probably want to resist that happening.
Yes!
Okay, so make a.
Will save?
Yeah. You start to feel something invade your mind.
What the fuck? What the hell's going on?
Do you continue?
I continue to resist.
Make another one.
Yeah, you just feel a little dazed right now. Oh, but you resist. It's
Okay, so
commutative, though. So
he's actually he's starting to push. He's starting to push you out a little bit.
Ben, if this is your friend doing this, tell him to get the fuck out of my mind.
So I just have another mechanical question, so I can understand. Learning these things one step at a time. If I have commutative successes and you pass one, does that negate everything, or does the original one still stay?
He would individually, the one that he has, he still makes a save on to see if he keeps it or it goes away. And your new one is a new effect that if he succeeds on, he stays where he is.
Right,
and
so he's still dazed, he's just not compelled.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure how that worked.
Yeah, so now make will against your days.
Nope.
Right, so that didn't do it. So you're still
It's
dazed,
alright.
but it doesn't progress.
Just follow us for now.
I am. Well, I can't communicate. Well, I guess I
Exactly.
could communicate, I just don't want to outside of a body, so... I mean, I'm gonna continue. There's a reason here. There's a reasoning.
Alright, go again.
At least you, Damon Wolf, know out of character. I'm not gonna screw with you that
I know.
bad.
I know.
Alright, no. He's being fairly adamant at this point.
Just to give an idea what's going on, since I'm sure you're getting flickers of the thought processes and stuff, all of a sudden he's going through these really high-level complex calculations. It's like he's trying to build up a wall of noise, so
That's
to speak.
fine. And here's the counter to that. I don't remember math. It's just white noise to me, and I've existed in white noise for billions of years.
But it's a drowning, constant white noise
Yeah.
that might mean something.
The numbers, and the math mean nothing to me. It's more just your will driving me back.
I know, but I'm just saying, it's flavor text. So
I also like to think that maybe your suit doesn't move, like you're locked in. It only moves when you actually give it physical commands. This is just me projecting, so you correct at any point. So, inside, though, you're having these, get out of my head! But the suit doesn't move, so everybody else, you look calm as a cucumber.
Well, no, I did speak out loud, so that got spoken.
Sure,
yeah,
but I'm saying physically. You're not just jerking around to get the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna keep pushing?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say if you fail once more, then you won't be able to retry for the.
That was against the days, though, right? That wasn't against the progressive.
Yes.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
No.
Because if that was true, then you'd already be compelled on the 8. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, it is one power, right? Where the different levels of it.
It is.
I see what he's doing. I understand what he's doing.
Mhm.
Like the 23 was the quote unquote attack, and since that succeeded, it's a new round. I got another roll against the days that was already there, and that was the 8. Same thing with the 22 and the 10.
Ah, okay.
We got to think kind of
So that
a round kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
was
because you're
always-
the first person who's actually passed a check, so this is literally the first time. So I'm figuring how this is working the same as you, because otherwise they've always just been roll. Did you make it? Yes. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. So you're gonna one more push.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Now you're compelled.
All right, so now you're compelled. So now it's starting to have partial control over you.
All right. Now he's panicking.
Start tases everybody around him. Who's there? Get away from me!
Yeah, so weird stuff's happening in the elevator as you're going up.
The music is super soothing, though.
Yes.
Benjamin,
Wait.
tell him to stop this.
Is he
I
actually
did.
tasing
He's
people?
not listening to me.
So, just to give you give you an idea, Hittori, since I'm compelled, you can always give me the order stop resisting.
Wouldn't do that.
I'm just saying that I could see
I
that being in
understand.
character.
I understand. Would do that, though.
Okay. So one more round.
Yep.
This is a very strange elevator trip. I just wanted to go out the front door.
And now you're controlled.
And now you're controlled.
But I don't assert control. I just exist in there like I was doing with Benjamin.
He seeks only to lurk.
I'm very creepy.
Yes, this is very uncomfortable.
It would be.
It's like
So-
sitting too close to somebody on a
Well,
car
I mean,
ride.
again, though, you have no idea I'm around. You have no ability to... I guess maybe your suit would maybe have some ability to see me.
No, my suit wouldn't have anything to do with this. But the thing is, something doesn't feel right in my head.
Yes.
Come on, let's get out of here first.
I really don't feel comfortable being in this elevator with any of you anymore. Why did I call you?
Who knows?
Well, regardless, I suppose we do at least get out of the building at this point.
Yeah.
Yes. You can make it out of the building.
All right. At which
You're not-
point, we'll round a corner and I'll go ahead and talk. So, that was interesting.
Get this guy out of my head.
I mean, I
Tori,
can't make
explain
him.
yourself. What are you doing?
I mean, while he's asking me the question, I'm rummaging through your memories.
Tori, are you there?
That means you probably know my character's secret then.
I guess he's busy.
I guess, I mean, it depends on what the GM says about that.
Well,
I wasn't aware you even had
I
a secret.
I mean, you
There
wouldn't
are
know
specific
specifically,
mind
Well,
reading
well-
powers.
yes. The thing is, if people are like, yeah, that's okay, you can read my memories, you don't need mind reading powers, but I'm going to say, if you actually want to like go in and they don't want to, you would need the mind power.
Okay, then I don't know your secret. At the same
Okay,
time,
good.
though, I didn't even know you had a secret, so that's kind of a...
That's fine.
It's just,
That's-
I do know your favorite food, though.
Yeah, so I guess it may be surface level things that you don't care about me seeing. Like,
Yeah.
I had a quick flash of you looking down at the toilet this morning.
Nice.
So, it appears these mobsters have some sort of weird technology. They also made off with something, but what? Scrap, you didn't happen to notice what was missing, did you?
Well, let's see. Would I have noticed anything missing in that place? I mean, it's always been a junk pile practically, but on shelves.
It has
Yes.
been a junk pile, but you can probably put two and two together and assume they were after what you sold.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying if there was anything else that could possibly be missing. I mean, I sold that thing upstairs. I didn't sell it to Hank. He sent me upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as we're aware, those cleaning crew weren't the guys, and all the damage that was left behind was the damage that you guys, specifically, any points to make sure that they'll know that you guys left behind.
So far, they sound like they're different groups at the very least.
Oh yeah, I can say it. These guys were scarier than the other ones. The other ones are just punks. These guys are something else.
Organized
And
crime.
Quick
Very
question.
scary.
Quick question to the GM, because as I remember it, you said last week Scrap recognized them as corporate, if I
Yes.
remember correctly. They recognized them as MDU or
MDU.
MDS. MDS.
Ah,
excuse
yes.
me.
Yes.
I
They were.
I call them MDS just to make it easier to say, but
Mm-hmm.
so
Oh, so we did know who these guys were all along.
Wait, I thought I
They-
knew who the guys that were robbing the place first knew what they were. Did I know these second guys?
Well, no, they had the same symbol on them as the
That
as
was
that
on
vial that you sold, and the
the
one
pod that you sold.
and
Oh,
the
okay.
same one that was on your gloves as well.
Got it. I got mixed up.
Yeah.
So what is this thing? Why are they so interested in it?
I don't know. I mean, it was not an old piece of an old hover car or discarded junk tech, and it wasn't just a rock. So it probably was sold. It probably would sell for a big chunk, and it did. And that's the end of my involvement. That's usually how it goes. Less I know, the better.
Oh, they've still killed someone over it.
He'll be okay.
I'm not exactly confident, and I'm confident about a lot of things.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for that, I guess. Not gonna come to you if I need a grief counselor or anything.
We can do that part later, but right now I'm sort of worried about what they're going to do next with it.
Well, I don't think they got it. Like we walked through there. There wasn't anybody. There was no broke open walls or discarded glass or nothing.
I don't suppose you think there are enough cameras down there to track them, do you, Arsenal?
If I could possibly do it, but the problem is I didn't get an image of these other people from in the suit. So
Ah, right. So
sorry,
you need some
sorry, I had to
information
clear my throat.
first.
Yes, I mean with the people who got away, Epic saw their faces, so he could do a facial recognition. I mean, if there's more specific details you can give me what they looked like and such, and maybe we can get a little bit closer. But again, it'd still be iffy.
Mm-hmm. Unless you have like photo evidence, it would be very difficult to cross-examine with. I think.
Unless somebody had like a really distinctive tattoo or other distinctive features.
I mean, he had a big old glowing eye, didn't he?
Yes.
I mean, he had that, and he was bald. Uh, White guy, bald, glowing eye. He wasn't dressed in your normal getup. Like this was operational armor, the good stuff.
Hmm.
Just one glowing eye, yes.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Can you
cybernetics aren't all that rare.
filter through accents?
Not really.
Worth a shot.
Maybe if they're talking the whole way.
Yeah, if I got a large sample of their voice, I might be able to pull up speech pattern recognition kind of thing. But again, I got to have a sample.
Can we just grab? I mean, can we just grab the camera bits from last night and just sit there and watch those? I mean, we could fast forward through them.
I can try. Epic, is there a good place to patch in around here?
There's a surveillance hub located on the lower levels. Very low security, obviously not a priority for city police.
I would like to assert control now.
Okay.
Hey,
So
there's literally no eyes to glow because it's your suit, right?
yeah, I'm behind the faceplate.
You have the helmet thing going on. So I guess the voice, the inflection of the voice might change a bit and say, "Who is this?"
Who is this?
Well, no,
Taking over Arsenal.
he's taking over me and now trying to talk to Epic.
Oh, geez. It's like, it's me, Arsenal, your robotic assistant.
No, he's Epic. Arsenal's the suit.
Fuck!
Even he gets confused sometimes.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been in this suit for so long. It's me, Epic, your robotic assistant.
What kind of life form are you?
Epic, don't listen to this person.
You don't have a voice.
That's right. That's right.
I guess you would be talking to me inside your own head, like screaming, "Get me out of here!" or whatever.
Pretty much.
I was gonna say, I am an artificial intelligence created by Dennis. What's his last? Dennis Caldwell. Well,
It's fine. He already identified himself to me before as Dennis at the Noodle meetup.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis is what he said.
mm-hmm.
Artificial life form comprised of electricity and matter.
Correct.
Alright, I'll subsume control. You have it back. Oh,
Instead of
wait.
asking
Last thing
questions.
I say is over.
Jesus
Well, at least
Christ.
he's still trying to be polite.
Ah. I'm just completely confused. Character, he doesn't even know how the hell to respond to this right now. It's like, we've got to get this freaking guy out of my head.
Well, I mean, if you wanted to, you could just keep making will saves as long as you wanted.
Yeah, but that would get tedious and bog the story down. So
Yes.
Also, I suppose theoretically, it lasts for about 5 minutes before it would fade at all if they're
No,
not
it's
concentrating on it.
continuous duration.
Yeah, so as long as you have it up, it's just like that now.
Yeah.
Unless someone else makes like a check, like a medic check or something.
Yeah.
Or something appropriate.
I mean, you can blow me out of his body the same way you did the other guy.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. I start charging up.
Great,
Still
we
lead
got him out. Now, Hattori, can you resurrect him? And don't go back into him?
All right.
Alright, but I'll go ahead and like put a hand on Arsenal's shoulder and just go, come on, let's just focus for the time being. Let's get the task at hand.
if he does anything to screw up my shit, I will invent something that will hurt him. I'm having a bad enough time about this whole thing as it is. I don't need other voices in my head messing with my stuff.
If you want to hear his response, just say over. Maybe he'll
Over.
listen.
Alright, I'll assume control. Shit, just one more time. Give me what you said again.
Basically, he's saying if you mess up any of my stuff, I'm going to invent something. I'll invent something that will hurt you.
Understood. Over. And I'll release control again.
All right, I get it.
Real fast. I'm gonna move some laundry around. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
I choose to say that Scrap said that in character.
Alright, Arsenal, you heard him. He's gonna do his laundry. Let's go ahead and get this done.
Let's get his wallet before he forgets it. All right, so yeah, we go downstairs to the junction.
All right.
Wait, did we just ride an elevator upstairs to go back downstairs again?
Yes.
Basically
Yes.
to go around the police.
Okay, real quick, I have another follow-up, because we had this conversation before. Do I just call you Fwee? What do you want to call you? Just GM, I guess? Works?
GM works.
GM works better, yeah. I don't know why I went to Fwee. Anyway, you said before that when I'm possessing somebody, I can use my own powers in their body, right?
I think so. Like, as long as it doesn't cause any issues in the future, then yes.
Would I be able to cause Arsenal to become insubstantial?
No.
Okay, my worry about that was being that it's my body, so that wouldn't be able to pass on. Okay, I just thought maybe I could save some time by having him,
Yeah,
go
you could always
through-
get effects other for later.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. I just thought for a second, hey, I could save some time, make him fly through the floor. Of course, that might be a problem too because I'm only affecting you and not the suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clang.
Great.
Oh, didn't think about that. Fly back up to the suit.
All right, so we get down there. I guess you would like me to make a technology roll.
Well, when you get down there, the surveillance hub is a little like imagine those little boxes that people sit in at parking lots.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of those, except there's a bored-looking cop inside looking through a bunch of monitors.
It's okay.
You think you could distract him for about how long would it take you to download the last say 4 hours of video Epic?
Approximately 2 minutes.
All right. Can you distract him for, let's say, 10 minutes? Give us some time. In case
Oh,
there's
I could distract
issues.
him all day. And so I'm just going to go ahead and walk up to the police to start a conversation. And I will absolutely dominate the conversation with Fascinate. I make a
Ooh.
persuasion check versus their insight or will. The target is then in trance each round that he fails until danger presents itself.
Right.
So the biggest question here, of course, is does this random rent-a-cop find me attractive?
No.
Alright, this rent-a-cop does not, so I will go ahead and wipe the +10 off. I'm just using my regular old charm. Oh, well, excuse me, officer. I got just a few questions around here. You see, I'm new around here, and I've gotten a little bit lost, but you see, I came from over here in West Sussex before, but I used to live over here. And I would just start, like, documenting, like, a long train of, like, places where I've lived before.
You're seeing his eyes glaze over, yet he can't look away.
Oh, you look terrible today. Do you need some coffee? I could go run you some coffee, too, if you want. You know, I used to have some really good coffee back when I was visiting Egypt, you know.
Like a thin drop of drools just like coming out of his mouth.
So I get close enough for Epic to hack in, and then there's his roll.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. You can definitely get all the footage you might need from that area in that time frame.
All right.
Barely.
And then I wander back off.
All right. So
Nonchalantly, as a man in a multi-billion-dollar suit of tech armor can.
Right, when I see, like, Arsenal finally, like, step away and, like, give me the thumbs up or whatever he decides the signal is, I'll just kind of, like, slowly conclude. It's like, oh, but anyway, the time's getting so late. I gotta get going. You know, it's been great meeting you. And I just, like, shake his hand, and, while he's, still drooling there. And then just walk away, leaving him to just wonder what happened.
he's like, yeah. And he's gonna like shake his head and go back to watching the space football game.
Space football. Go Space Broncos.
You mean the Space Rams
no,
and the Space
No,
Patriots?
the thing is, this is Europe.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't.
So it's
This
soccer.
is soccer.
I don't know any of the teams, though. Well, I guess they're all just national
The
teams.
Go Space Arsenal.
Yeah, everyone knows Arsenal. Literally.
Woohoo!
I guess
Got a team named after
he's
me
a
already.
billionaire, so...
Alright.
All right. So now we just gonna have to take some time to go parsing through it. That can
Mhm.
take longer.
Is that your secret? Are you like Batman? You don't want me to know your identity? Wait, no, you told everybody your name.
I told everybody half my name.
Literally, I'm just gonna be thinking all the time now, what is your secret? I pushed a kid down the stairs when I was 12.
No, basically, he stole the armor. He would technically be wanted for if it wasn't for a black ops kind of operation for doing it for building it. He would be technically wanted for grand theft.
So kind of half Iron Man, half Green Goblin.
Mm,
Green Goblin stole the glider.
I guess.
I guess he also steals it from his own company. It's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and if you
Green
made
Goblin's
it...
not exactly very stable.
Well, I'm not saying the mental capacity of Green Goblin. I just mean the stealing it and getting away with it thing. Also, he made it, right? So
Yeah.
it's on that level. Look, I'm not saying you're at the creative level of Green Goblin. Up or above, whatever way you want to go. I'm just saying that's... The tech thing is the same.
Yeah. All right. So, where do you go to pull through this footage?
Hate
Or, I
to
mean,
say it, but probably the best place to be back at my warehouse, because it'd take too long to get back to Benjamin's place.
Oh, is anybody going to be following you there?
Well, obviously one person, because he's in my head.
He shouted out loud to the sky.
He screams to the heavens.
Not quite, but
Epic, initiate noise dampening while I scream.
The cone of silence.
Actually, I turned to Scrap, and by the way, I never got your name. What's your name?
Everyone just call me Scrap down here. You don't need to know the rest. It's fine.
All right, that's fine. All right, good. I just want to make sure I'm not saying "Hey, kid."
And you can call me that too. I've been called worse.
All right.
So, did you get the stuff?
Yeah,
All right, good.
come on. We're gonna head down to where I keep my stuff, and we'll go over the files there.
Ooh,
Going over to Benjamin's place would take too long.
it is
You guys
a
are-
bit of a walk.
You guys are very conspicuous. Stand out like he looks over at Fire Ren. He goes, "I got a big flaming bird." Just throwing it
He's
out there.
he's not even in that kind of appearance right now. Like I said, when I say he's in a suit, he's in a business suit. He looks like a normal rich person right now.
I'm saying if we were to go back to that place, I mean, we could take the bus, but it would take a while.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And apparently, you know that the wealthier classes do use the hyper travel through the city, but we're stuck with the bus.
You've literally got the Hawkeye Black Widow problem. Everybody else has weird flying abilities and all this stuff. Quick! Like Black Widow, Hawkeye, grab a taxi!
Someone's gonna need to buy us an X-Men mobile.
See, the thing is,
Or
I
a
can
Thanos
throw a
copter.
taxi.
Thanos copter.
Well, no, you jump in the back of the taxi and you point your power glove at them. You say, hey, drive me here now. That's why you're the anti-hero of the group.
That almost counts as like a minion who just has a vehicle for all of his points.
Yeah.
Follow
Just
that
some-
high-tech flying suit that's going fast as a jet.
Follow
That
that
actually-
massive pigeon.
I would,
That
but you just
actually
went past
happened
that
a
building.
little bit. I was playing a Power Level 8 game with a few of my friends, and we had one person who pretty much just made Boba Fett, and the rest were all ground-based, like no flyers. And I forgot to give them their van that they had made. And so the first session, like they're like going to their warehouse that they were given downtown to be their base operations, and the guy in the suit just flew there, and everyone else piled his taxi, and all like they had these crazy costumes on and everything. They're like, follow that man.
Nice.
Speaking of crazy costumes, so we at least found this guy, and we can at least go in that direction. But
Yes.
you said we'd have to take the bus to get there.
I don't
No.
want to go to your place.
Yeah.
Oh, just to get to your place to analyze. Okay, yeah. I
My
definitely have
pla-
enough cash to throw around for a taxi or something.
my character's warehouse is not too far from here.
So I could definitely take Scrap with me by taxi. You can just go ahead and go there, and we'll just meet you there.
I'll meet you at the outskirts of the gang territory, and so they know you're cool to come in.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, you coming in that suit like that, you probably wouldn't be leaving in that suit.
How about something more like this? And he will go ahead and, before your eyes, change into a new outfit, looking like very much like a hobo. Just a
Apple, look at
brown
him.
beige trench coat, it's kind of grimy, empty cup in his hand, with a couple coins in it, and he just kind of rattles it around.
Scrapple narrow his eyes. Go, you making fun of me?
No, this is a classic. I've been using this one for like at least 80 years now.
Look behind him, it looks exactly like Scrap.
Just
Oh.
Scrap, but taller. It's just like, wait a second.
Wait a
Oh,
second,
I'm
what
so
the fuck
sorry.
is
I
this
didn't mean
about?
to.
All right.
Is this how we all look to you?
Yeah, exactly. What do you mean we all look alike?
Out of sheer embarrassment, I changed to the Macklemore look. Furred trench coat, giant hats.
I mean, that's still not too out there. All right.
All right. I give us an address that's like about a block down from the warehouse,
All right.
and then I meet them there.
Okay, so a quick taxi ride over there.
Mhm.
And when you step out, you do notice there are a few unsavory individuals leaning on the street corner, but since they've had a talking to from arsenal, they don't seem to pay you much mind.
Okay.
And I basically come up to a dilapidated-looking old warehouse, and by the time you guys get there, I'm actually out of the suit, so you see me outside of it, and I take you to a door, unlock it, and let you guys in. The first little bit looks like just a regular warehouse, and then it's high-tech headquarters.
Ooh.
All right,
Appearances
see
are
that?
deceiving.
You see that door over there? Don't go into it. See that door over there? Don't go into it. See that door over there? Don't go into it. You can get the bathroom's that door over there.
Don't go into it? Got it.
Basically, he's pointing out the workshop, the laboratory, and where the power generator is.
And this main room is just a nice little high-tech headquarters.
Yeah,
Mhm.
All
and
right.
it's actually kind of living area. There's a fairly decent living area. It's about middle class. Could use some decorations, but and plop down in front of a big computer setup. All right, Epic. Let's start going through the feeds and see if we can figure out who was there and where they went.
All right. So, as you're going through, make an investigation check.
Me or Epic?
Either one.
I'll let Epic do it.
All right.
He's better at it than me.
All right. So,
I built him for one thing.
yeah. All right. So, everybody else, this will probably take maybe half an hour to look through all this stuff for any anomalies based on your description. So, in the meantime, would you guys be like wandering around this lab?
Scrap was dozing off the entire car ride here, and he has since just kind of passed out on the floor.
Nice.
Interesting.
Benjamin will make sure that Scrap is like actually on a couch or armchair first.
Yeah, there's some furniture here. It's decent. Definitely not up to your standards, but it's decent.
Although Benjamin will like mostly pull out his phone while waiting and make small talk over his shoulder. It's like, oh hey, sports ball in, huh? Scores are real good, huh?
Go team.
Yeah. Figure's
And-
going all the way this year.
Yeah, those local boys are doing a good job.
Scoreball, yeah.
I'm a normal human being, I swear.
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
this is
I'm
where
here.
Hattori is learning dialogue.
I love breathing. So, after a while, you do come across some abnormalities in the clientele.
Okay.
You notice that there is a group of maybe 10 people that go in all at once. Most of them
Mhm.
are wearing military type gear, and one of them matches very closely the description that Crap gave you.
Just
Yeah.
out of curiosity, do I happen to recognize that person personally?
You do.
Okay. In that case, the first indication I find something is oh fuck. I say that out loud.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh,
you're
what's
just going around.
this?
It's like silence spooling through for like half an hour, and then fuck.
What'd you break?
I'm asleep. Like one person saying "oh fuck" is like nothing. I slept through gunshots.
Yep.
Do we have a name? Have you settled on a name for that guy yet?
Yes.
What's his name?
So you know that he is you've seen him around.
Mm-hmm.
You never really interacted with him much, but you know he is a mercenary that works for the company. Goes by the code name Blackhand.
Okay. Oh, so he's not the security guy I had.
No, but
Oh,
he
okay.
works for him.
Oh, okay. He's like that guy's top guy, so to speak.
Yes. And you know he doesn't actually work in the company per se, but he's contracted out on a fairly regular.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn Black Hand. Well. Could you wake Scrap up, please?
I'll sort of
As
like gently nudge Scrap's shoulder until he wakes up.
I
You
give
wake
a
up,
hook.
somebody's touching you.
Yeah, you open up with a hook. That's usually how it
Oh,
opens.
gift hook. How thoughtful.
Yeah, you want to see how much damage you do with that?
That's
I mean,
okay. You
that's
can heal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a
Otherwise, we could just say
friend.
like, "Oh yeah, you definitely clock him easily. He
Yeah.
doesn't even dodge."
You're too busy you're waking up people that normally don't punch you when they wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like clock straight to the floor. Ah, my chin. Why?
Just really buying that. Just really sell that acting degree.
I don't
No.
usually use to have people blindsiding me. I know
The
it happens a lot,
pain.
but I never get used to it.
Oh my god, the blood is everywhere.
He punched him. Then he's gonna punch me.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
damn it.
God.
Okay.
Scrabble
I
will
like
pull
to think
himself up.
if you were doing that, one glowing eye, one not glowing eye, I watched that in the middle of the night while he was asleep.
I just straight up like Captain America, I understood that reference.
So that's your guy, Scrap, pointing up at the monitor. I've got several different views of him up on the screen.
He'll Scrabble walk up, kind of just, rubbing his eyes with the like I guess he has sleeve. And he'll
Boy.
squint, get a nice look at him. Oh, he's over there. Oh, there he is. Yeah, that's him. Oh, jeez, I hate that guy.
Yeah. Mercenary who works for MDS. Goes by the name, code name of the Black Hand. I was lucky enough that I only saw him a couple of times and never had to interact with him, but yeah, pretty much everybody was afraid of him. Even
mean-
the moderately higher up managers.
That makes sense. I mean, if some corporate bigwig was scared of him, I mean, like it's amazing he could scare me. It's amazing.
So I suddenly turn around in the chair and I'm looking at you with the narrowed eyes, like, so why are you mixed up with MDS?
I found a thing in the scrapyard on 355th where it had a logo on it, big old logo, and I was like, this is not junk tech or just a piece of a car, so I sold it. And after I was done talking to you guys and I took my noodles with me, I got back there and I saw this guy and a few others, and they were rummaging around the same spot that I picked up that thing.
And then I reach out and grab your hand and turn your gauntlet and turn your hand so the gauntlet's over and say, and of course you just happen to have other technology from the same company.
Zing.
Scrap will just kind of scowl at him and go, yeah, I just happened to. And he pulls his hand back. He goes, this is not about these. These are mine. We're talking about that thing, which they grabbed, probably. So can we track him down? Can we blow up his house? I mean, you guys can do that, right? You're rich. You can just blow up someone's house. I've heard
I'm
stories.
not sure that's ever been condoned. I mean, it is possible, but it's not condoned.
You don't
But you can do it.
know.
We still don't know exactly where he is, do we?
Not exactly. It appears they went in, were there for maybe 20, 25 minutes, and then and like in the meantime, you had like the goons kind of like trashing the place, but there wasn't any camera that was inside the shop. And then afterwards, they just simply filed back out again and got into a dark van and drove away.
That's how you know they're evil, if they have dark vans.
Yes. Well, honestly, dark van, white van, doesn't matter. You're gonna be evil if you have a van.
It's
Yeah,
that's
nondescript. It's nondescript. What color is it? It's nondescript.
It doesn't.
What
it has
color is
none-
it? It's nondescript.
A color
That
unlike
was-
any seen here on Earth.
That was a running a thing that happened in one of my Shadowrun games a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
But it's just it's like look at the A team, for example. They're the good guys. They have a black van, but it has a red stripe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's descript. these guys just drive a plain van. That's just devious.
So,
Anyway,
well, now we have two groups associated with crimes at the same location that we need to hunt down.
Well, those Liberty guys are punks. I mean, I've seen them around. Every once in a while, they pop their heads up in a district or something. Like they're nothing. They're just a bunch of nobodies. But this guy hurt somebody that I know, and that's not allowed.
you guys don't understand. We're not are we talking about one of a really, really nasty mercenary who would have no hesitation of point blank killing us. That is on top of the MDS corporate megacorp. These, I can't even find the words to describe how underhanded, and we don't want to mess with these people. We want to get as far away from them as possible.
MDS, huh?
Yeah, Mordhau Defense Solutions.
And it has the big
got-
logo on the bottom, right? On the palm.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
got
these
used
guys
to calling them. I got used to calling it MDS anytime I was referring to it.
He goes, they made these things. Kind of flexes his fingers a bit.
Apparently so. Unless somebody's trying to steal their logo, which case then those people are probably dead by now.
It's hard to
Copyright
Google
That
it.
infringement.
sounds like nothing more than a terror to me. I suppose if it was up to me, I'd say, well, maybe he's a servant of chaos and I ought to go give him a few punchings too. And I'll just kind of like shrug casually to that thought. But maybe we have a more pertinent problem to solve. Maybe whatever happened to Hank is some new MDS technology.
It's nothing I ever heard of, but they've got dozens of different research operations going on. Half of them probably don't even know what the other half exist.
It's Mordhau, so it's M. Well, obviously this person has access to at least one such instance of this device. If maybe we could acquire it, maybe we could figure out how to reverse its effects? That always works when it's like a magical doodad. I just asked someone else to do that. That works the same way, right? Mind scrambling? Yeah? I just kind of like look quizzically around.
Crap shrugs. He goes, I don't know.
And if I get my hand on the device and spend some time examining it and reverse engineering it, maybe I can come up with something to just counter it. Undoing it, again, I dealt with computer systems and some physical systems. Nothing that ever affected the mind, and I don't remember seeing anything like that in the project that I worked in.
Well, if it comes down to it, I might know a few people. But we'd have to get the device first, I think, for them to make any headway.
And let's be honest here. There's no way we're gonna get that, are we?
There's nothing like a smart plan, right, Arsenal?
Honestly, I don't want to mess with these people. If they start nosing around too much, I'm leaving.
Well, fine. While we wait for you to find your balls, let's go find those other guys that you wanted to go against.
Well, I mean, no need to be so blunt, but Benjamin will actually like get up and like put a hand on Arsenal's shoulder and go, "Come on, you came to me saying that you wanted to be a hero, and here's our chance to make a difference in someone's life."
These people already want to kill me. I don't need to give them another example, another reason.
There we go. Found it. All
Well,
right,
then-
cool.
And then he just looks mortified for a minute. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, Benjamin just like entirely loses train of thought. Like, wait, what?
All right, so Arsenal, take a hero point. You spilled the beans.
So,
Look, short version. Remember when I said there was reasons why I wanted to be a hero? The reason is I figured if I made myself a public figure, then MDS wouldn't be able to use some sort of assassination team and come get me when they found me. If I made myself a big enough person, they'd have to be a lot more circumspect, and I'd be more likely to survive.
But let's make you a public figure, huh? Let's go after those other guys, those punks that were attacking the place. Because
I'm fine
I
with
can't-
that.
that's fine. I can't get you guys to go actually help a person that actually got hurt. So let's just go do it preventatively, though. Does that sound good?
If
I'm
that's the
fine
way
with
that
it.
you think is best to handle it, then we should go ahead and try doing that first.
Perfect.
I promise I'm here to protect you, but if you want to make a stand at them, they've already declared war on you. You just have to fight back. And here you just sort of see like a little bit of that ancient, yeah, I've been in wars, you know, kind of look in his eyes for a moment.
I've seen some shit.
Look, look. These guys probably got what they were after. They're probably going to go back to their little hidey holes and go back to the business as usual. If we don't rattle their cage, they won't deal with us. They'll go back to the way they were. Let's go take out those other guys who escaped. At least we can get those turned in and do some good that way.
Right. Let's at least start you small. Let's build you up. There's nothing wrong with that.
So, looking over at Scrap, we already know roughly where the two that escaped got off to. I did some tracking down there. They've got a place out by the wall. I've got maybe about a 1 mile radius of where they might be. Beyond that, we don't have any further information. I suspect they're not alone, so I don't exactly think it's a good idea to just go straight up barging in. But at least we know where to start, and we can start looking.
So Grap flexes his fingers and kind of slams his fists together. He goes, "Great, let's go break up a city block."
Hold up there, hold up there.
What?
While you were researching, I went ahead and had these delivered, and he will hold up some finely pressed, brand new military surplus.
Yes. They look very similar to the ones that you saw the Children of Liberty wearing.
But in much better condition.
Yes.
They're starched even, right?
Oh, absolutely. You know, you can't go without that, you know. Otherwise, you know, you start seeing crinkles and people see that and they're like, well, I don't know. He's just not that important, I guess. It's all wrinkly. Proper outfit maintenance.
Scrap just kind of looks at his clothes. Then
Now,
looks back up.
guessed that maybe you would come along, so I got you some too. And he'll hand over like a set over to Scrap.
So you get the child-sized uniform, probably from a war in Africa.
Actually, that's not true. You can actually buy child size uniforms on bases. They're kind of novelty-ish, but you can get them. I used to be former military, so I'd see them in there sometimes.
So they're kind of played up a bit, like kind of.
Oh, well, they look similar. They look very similar, but yeah, there's some obvious differences.
The fact that I can hear you say like they look similar, that I could tell you have a visible smile on your face when you're saying it. He'll look at it, and he'll look back up. Are you fucking kidding? Listen, just he hands it back, nice and easy. He goes, I don't need a uniform yet. These things work just fine. And he kind of clanks his gauntlets together.
Oh,
Yeah,
no. The whole point is to disguise ourselves until we find out what we're doing.
You want me to? I'll look like fine like this. Everyone else looks like this.
Except for the giant gauntlets.
Well, I'm not taking
if
those
you
off.
say so. I'm gonna put this on, and I'm gonna look fabulous.
You can do whatever the hell you want. I'm
Alright.
not your dad.
We're such a cohesive team.
I'd have a lot of questions if you were.
Yes.
Like, why this form this time?
God damn it. All right. So are you guys preparing to set off?
Wait, you don't have a
I
dad.
believe so. Of course, there's a disguise for Arsenal as well. Our invisible person doesn't necessarily need it, and our kid is not going as anything.
Dennis
but
is
himself.
my
I'm going
disguise.
as a freaking. I'm going
Dennis
as
is
an
your
urchin.
disguise.
Thank you.
All right. So at the very least, we are disguised, and if we need to do it, I could always probably do some talking, and we'll figure out what to do.
All right. Let's go try that. Let's go see what we can find out.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now, where's that taxi cab?
Hey, taxi! So,
That's okay. I had them drop off one of my lower costing cars.
I mean, honestly
A
though,
Lambo pulls up.
what if every taxi you guys get into just has a guy with glowing eyes in it?
The
Where
first thing he
to,
says every
boss?
time is, "I don't know how to drive," and then he just guns it.
Yeah, that would be the camera, the movie camera outside of you. I don't know how to drive. Camera pans outside. Taxi just goes, shoots forwards into a wall. Everyone stumbles out.
Well, we got there real fast.
Let's not do that again. It's either that or it's the twins, the learning how to drive thing where just brake, gas, brake, gas, brake, gas. You don't have to hit all pedals.
jeez.
At some point, he does like a power turn with the e-brake and go, "That was interesting." He just does donuts for like 3 hours.
You said make a turn here. You did not say to stop the turn.
Keep turning. Okay, so you guys are gonna pile into your preferred mode of transportation, and you're going to head off towards the south wall.
So how many hours is that going to take?
Maybe like one hour.
Okay.
All right. So as you go towards the south wall, things get more and more utilitarian as you got like some of the toxic wind coming in over the wall, and things are generally not quite as good. But once you arrive there, you have this massive wall stretching up in front of you and all around, and the wall is maybe like a good 300 meters tall and extremely thick, but definitely looks like it's seen better days. People have built buildings kind of running up the wall and kind of burrowed into it a little bit. No one's really regulating it that much since the seas have kind of declined and not really as needed. But when you arrive at the area, you start to notice there are a lot more ordrists around, and they've actually have like several vehicles that have pulled up.
Hmm.
Wait, which ones are the orderists?
The ordrists are the kind of quasi-religious social movement that kind of seem weird.
Okay, not the freedom faction.
No, they got guys that look like this.
Right, they could always be on missionary work here or something.
Mm-hmm. Although, alongside the regular ordrists, you do see several that look a bit more militaristic. Got quite a few strange-looking ones milling about.
The broadsword was a
Interesting.
weird touch.
Yes, quite. They're
But
They-
you
they-
know,
Hmm?
I'm well connected, or have other advantages like that.
ah
Let me see. Scrolling up. Yeah, I have well informed and and connected, and so maybe I could know something here with a persuasion check.
right. So you're going to talk to one of these fellows.
Yeah. So I'll go up, I'll talk to them, start a conversation like, "Oh, wonderful day. How's things out here? What are you guys doing out here? Wow, that sounds really important."
All right. So
Uh,
going up to them, they're going to answer your questions quite readily. It's like it appears as though we have a situation with these so-called Children of Liberty. They're disturbing the peace in this area. You believe they're moving a large amount of contraband through the underground tunnels nearby.
oh gosh, that sounds terrible.
Indeed. Yes, we're seeking to restore the stability of this region.
I see, I see. Oh, well, if I notice anything, I should come to you guys right away.
Definitely, that'll be much appreciated. Our communication channel is 4.
Just
And
4. Got it.
mhm.
And of course, he's in the uniform of these liberation guys when he's talking to the
I will briefly use transform to disguise myself.
No, but
Information.
also these military surplus uniforms are used by a lot of the private security
Got
around.
it.
Like these are an older model, but it checks out. So you
Okay.
wouldn't be like instantly caught by them for just
Mhm.
wearing.
Uh, I am curious, of course, how sincere they are in this. Like, do they have any ulterior motives? Well, obviously they do, but I guess I'm more concerned in, like, are they interested in that contraband or something?
Make a insight check
Alright,
against
here's
their.
something I still have some points in. Oh, crit. Nice.
Okay, so from what you know of the Ordris, they aren't really interested in contraband or things like that. They get most of their funding through donations,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, some of them individually might be after some of that stuff, but as a whole, you know that they are not really to that sort of thing. But what you do know is, judging from the amount of combat personnel they fielded, it looks like they're looking to get rid of these Children of Liberty in this area in a more permanent way.
Right, they are geared up for war, and that's kind of their objective.
Yes.
Now, the real question is, how super legal is that, or how super illegal?
Well, you're near the wall. These guys are a fairly well respected organization, and police presence isn't that good at the best of times. So it could range from either people turning a blind eye, or this could actually be sanctioned by the local government.
I see.
Or who
Okay.
knows? In this small area, these guys could be the local government.
Right, sort of paralegal here, I
Yes.
guess. Okay, that's good to know. So,
Uh,
I'll give them, I'll say goodbye to them, hope everything turns out okay, and go, just share my information with everyone.
As you arrive, Scrapple will just be like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Just stop, look me in the eyes, and kind of like follow my fingers, like
We,
doing the whole back and forth thing. Like,
we took the
what did they
same
do?
taxi ride.
I know, but as I'm saying, like we were walking back, and from talking to the Ordris, these guys are insane.
What did they do? Like, hypnotize you or something? Like, I could do that, but I
I don't even
mean...
know what happens. I've had friends go off to meet them, and then I never see them, and then they come back wearing an Ordris uniform or dressed nice and say they have a job. Like, it's weird, man. I don't
Alright. It'll, like, give you a pat on the head.
like you don't understand. These people are crazy.
Being convinced and getting a job isn't exactly crazy. I
It is
know it looks
different
like
when
it sometimes, and I don't understand it sometimes either.
they're whole different people afterwards.
These guys in the unemployment center, they're in cahoots, I tell you.
Well, let's
College-
put it into different terms. If their objective is to get rid of these guys, and our objective is to get rid of these guys, that sort of makes them temporary allies.
I'm keeping my eye on you and them because I'm pretty sure they got to you already.
He'll go ahead and do a silly little trick where his eyes start to spin like cartoonishly. It's like, I've been controlled.
I can still punch a hole in you.
Assuming direct control.
I'm certain you can. It's kind of scary.
Good. All right. Well, what did they say? Sorry.
All right, so like I said, I give you the basic lowdown. No need to repeat the conversation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, drugs have always been run through over here. I never heard about these underground roads. Wish I had known about them earlier.
Sounds like just the sewers, and that's always a fan favorite with everyone.
Wow, that's gross even by my standards.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
And Scrap, do you have any sort of streetwise expertise?
I have. Let's see. What do I actually have?
Streetwise is a good skill to have in this situation.
Wait, is Streetwise a skill?
Actually, no.
Well, you could probably put
I have
it in
I
as
have
a,
well
as a-
connected.
That was a good
Next-
follow-up. Streetwise is a great skill to have right now. Streetwise a skill? No.
That's why I was like, oh god, I thought I
I'm
just
so
totally
used
missed
to
that.
it now.
well,
I have well informed.
all right, then that probably
Yeah, same
want me-
as me basically.
Do you want
So
me to make
ma-
an investigation roll?
indeed.
Okay. Wamu. Okay.
You should just say Wamu.
Maybe it's what's the word?
Fuck.
Unintentional at this point. It just kind of happens.
All right. So you have heard from some of the other guys that there is there can be some valuable scavenging materials from the like service tunnels below the city when they were building it. But you also know that there's some weird stuff people have seen down there. Like it's not exactly a safe place to be, especially recently. Like
And on a cost benefit analysis, you discard. It's not quite worth it.
yeah.
He's not that desperate yet,
hmm
and now he has rich friends, so he might even not have to be that desperate anymore.
Wow.
Yes. What's the nepotism?
Yeah.
Well, if you want, I can see if Epic can pull up a map of the service tunnels in this area. There might not be all the tunnels that are around here, but give us a area to start with. Not that I could display it right now.
That'd be a good way to start, and then
That
at
is
least
a-
you can start wandering around.
That's a solid idea, and he gives the finger guns.
You blow up.
No, sorry. Forgot they did that now.
Ah!
And I'm not in my armor either. Ah!
Just didn't stand a chance.
All right. Epic, start pulling up the service tunnel maps and all that sort of stuff. Get whatever you can most recent without doing some serious hacking, and at least we can try and not get lost down here since I don't have a projection system on me.
All right. I'll look for some historical documents.
I have a
Search
quick
for-
visualization question. Are you
Mhm.
wearing like a headset, or do you have like a Bluetooth on, or
Oh,
How-
for me talking to Epic,
yeah?
I see it as a risk communicator.
Okay.
Okay.
I just didn't know how to picture it in my head.
Yeah. So rest you through for a little while, and it's like, all right. So it looks like these tunnels. Well, these maps are probably fairly inaccurate because they're from the original plans for this part of the wall. But it looks like they used these service tunnels to get supplies underneath and then bricked parts of them up so that the water couldn't get inside. But these are probably out of date because a lot of the buildings have been built on top, and there's several historical records of buildings collapsed to these tunnels.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are probably blocked up or damaged in some way.
And then possibly cleared again after that.
Possibly, but that would have been done below the board.
Exactly. I wasn't expecting a 100% accurate, just a starting point, so to speak.